Disconnecting connecting components on the new Volvo FH-FM with TEA2 Plus electronics risk of material damage. For disconnecting any electrical connector on the new FH-FM with TEA2 Plus electronics, it is very important to first disconnect the batteries as they cannot be isolated with the battery isolation switch.
Well, I'm here now, you can start.
The following process must be followed at all times. Disconnecting the batteries incorrectly may damage the electrical system. Follow the instructions carefully in order to disconnect the batteries correctly. Always consult up-to-date service information impact. If the vehicle has an alarm, set the alarm to service mode, refer service information, function group A. Remove the ignition key from the starter switch. Press the button for warning flashes. Press and hold down the warning flash button. Hold in the button for at least 5 seconds. If the process was successful, the courtesy light and interior light are off when the door is open. The park brake warning indicator lamp on the instrument cluster will also go out. Wait for at least 30 seconds. Wait for the park brake and control lamp on the park brake and control lever to go out. Remove the cable from the negative terminal. This process needs to be followed at all times when there is a need to disconnect or connect the batteries for any reason. This process will force many control units on the vehicle to shut down.
The red one?
Yeah. Few people can come. No, no.
Well, you want to scratch your man?
No, because they not need to see it. Yeah, that's right. You can go on. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys have read the instructions properly.
Yep.
So it tells what's the first instruction is to pull the keys off. Okay. So pull the keys off. All right. So you have to check for the hazard switch, which is this one.
Yep.
So you hold it, press it, leave it, and then hold it for 5 seconds till that Parker light goes off. Then you have to wait for another 30 seconds till we have this LED Parker switch light that has to go off, and that makes the 100% sure that the truck is on a sleep mode. So we'll wait for 30 seconds. Yeah, it's gone off. You can see there is no light. That confirms you that the truck has been in a sleep mode. The other way is to confirm is like when there's no light, there's no courtesy lights on the truck, in the cabin. That makes you the truck is safe on a sleep mode. When you try to disconnect any components or any electric things, the other thing is because there's no isolator switch on this truck, so you have to disconnect the negative cable on the batteries. All right, so we have to disconnect it, and then only you can remove any electrical components. All right, the same thing we'll tell you the other way how to put back in the service mode. Okay, this is the sleep mode. Okay, you can stop now.
Hey, cut that out. Don't be so fucking immature. You don't need to turn it on or nothing, do I? You trying to pull the key? What is, once you put the key in without turning it, is it live? So just key out.
Then you hold it. And then...
Now we wait for that one to go out. Done. So she's asleep now. All right, beautiful. Thank you.
Whoa. Yep.
30 seconds.
Mhm.
Right. Gotcha. That's off.
Sweet.
Hold for 5 seconds.
Yep.
No, you have to hold till that goes off.
I feel that
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
on.
Leave it. Again. Yeah, that's it. So that goes off. That goes on a sleep mode, but you have to wait for 30 seconds.
For that to go off.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Should go off.
Yeah, it's on. It's off.
Yeah, you can.
Oh. So she's on then? Happy days. Well done.
Same time or?
Just off yours, you saying? Just
What was yours saying?
when I can show the picture of
I bet you got a big sign, yeah. You got a big sign.
It goes off. Back to the service mode.
Okay.
Cool.
Boys, over here.
There's your wall, right?
Also, get these ones.
So alright gentlemen, you guys know how to do the sleep mode and the service mode?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't forget to disconnect the negative cable. The negative cable from the batteries. Once you have to remove any components, like any electrical component, that means even the switches as well. Because the switches is also a ECU related, it's a lane connection, so you have to use that one as well. The switches is also electrical component. So any relay, fuse or anything, just try to put in a sleep mode. It makes it more safer for the truck. Alright? So I'll give you a few more information. To do any component replacement, there is always information in the impact. So you have to go in an impact, log into your impact, and you can get the information for any ECU change, which will be like this. So any control unit replaced, even if you forgot not to put on a sleep mode, that information tells you to put on a sleep mode first anyhow, so you can't miss it. If you follow it, you will not miss it. So make sure you read the information for any component change or any like procedures to be done in T2 plus truck, which is in this electrical truck. You have to follow the impact. Alright, so sometimes you might think that I know it, but there is some of the information you might miss it, and that will be a bit more serious problem. So always an impact. If you have a tool, you can follow the impact in the tech tool as well, or you get information in the printout as well. Okay. So the other thing is that if you know, I'll give you information about all the control units. Where are all the control units? You can put in your toolbox. If you don't know where is it, you can follow this one. If you still don't know where is all the electrical components or input and output module, other way is to get from the wiring diagram. Wiring diagram has the picture where it is. Okay, so that is the safe place. Okay, any questions from you guys? Any feedback? So all easy.
Yep.
Okay.
Simple.
Thank you for showing us how to put it in sleep mode.
Yeah. The next program I'm trying to do with you guys will be a basic electrical, with this, which will follow like a a day or a 2-day job, which will be a wiring diagram. And then once you guys go, like these guys will go in second year, but you will go on third year, which I'll teach you the tech 2. And then your next step is the diagnostics. So this is only a simple 10-minute presentation, but after that you'll have an instructor-led training with me, with the whole basic electrical wiring diagram. Okay, that will have lots of practical examples. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Rodney.